Pickett County basketball is coming up in minutes, live on UCSportsNation.com. Pickett County basketball is coming up in minutes, live on UCSportsNation.com. Pickett County basketball is coming up in minutes, live on UCSportsNation.com. Pickett County basketball is coming up in minutes, live on UCSportsNation.com. Pickett County basketball is coming up in minutes, live on UCSportsNation.com. Pickett County basketball is coming up in minutes, live on UCSportsNation.com. Pickett County basketball is coming up in minutes, live on UCSportsNation.com. Pickett County basketball is coming up in minutes, live on UCSportsNation.com.
It begins at a backyard hoop, a lonesome ritual of shot after shot after shot, more misses than makes. The game-winning shots from the back of the house or the edge of the driveway. The shots begin in the day and ends after dark, amidst the call of dinner's ready and just a few more shots, Mom. From that lonely hoop with the chain half off, a dream begins. The dream to join with neighbors down the street or across town, donning that jersey, the hometown high school colors, as the community cheers. The dream of a championship. It is the magic of high school basketball. From the lonely goal to a jam-packed gym and a big rivalry night. It is Pickett County Bobcats basketball.
Welcome into game number 2 of the District 7A semifinals right here on UCSportsNation.com. The Pickett County Bobcats getting set to take on the Gordonsville Tigers here at Livingston Academy. Hello everyone and welcome inside Livingston, Tennessee. My name's Jacob Vincent. Casey Bolden to my right. Pickett County basketball, the boys back in action tonight. The first time they have played in 2 weeks. Last played against Wayne County up in Kentucky back on February 5th, and a big win for them, 49-41. And that was fresh off the loss to Clay County the night before, so they bounced back in a big way. And now they get 2 weeks to get rested up and to get ready to go for the District 7A semifinals.
Yeah, I had 2 weeks off, Jacob, and as we saw for the girls last night, that didn't fare too well for them. So it'll be really interesting to see how they come out tonight. It's got a big game atmosphere tonight. Clay County's already won the semifinal prior to this game, so they can punch their ticket tonight. Look for that third matchup. But first, Gordonsville's got a lot to say about that tonight.
Gordonsville 16-11 on the season, 4-4 in district play. Fell both times in the regular season to Pickett County, but Coach Amonette, he'll talk about it in his pregame interview. The first game, the football players were kind of trying to get back into game shape for basketball. In the second game, they were down a starter. They had a couple of other guys leave the team, so they were a little bit shorthanded. So the third time around, it's going to be much different, and that's one thing to look out for in tonight's game.
Yeah, let's talk about tonight's Casey's keys for the game for Pickett County. Jacob, again, they're coming off that 2-week layoff. Can the Bobcats come out sharp early? I really feel like they need early energy and intensity from the veterans to get out of the gate strong. Jacob, Gordonsville is a team that will hang around in the game and compete. We know that. That's the mark of a Greg Bibb coach team. So it's important for the Bobcats to take the game right to Gordonsville early. Number two, I think the Bobcats got to turn up the D. Bobcats have played their best basketball of the season when they are able to disrupt and play defense and turn defensive stops into points on the other end. Let's see who draws the assignment for Braden Holloman tonight. He's the leading scorer for Gordonsville. Let's see if the Bobcats can limit his touches tonight. Lastly, go for the hat trick. It's difficult to beat a team 3 times. We were witness to that last night with the Lady Bobcats. Pickett County should not get caught up in looking ahead to the next game. Continue playing for each other and take care of business tonight. Jacob, that's tonight's Casey's keys for the game for Pickett County.
For the Gordonsville Tigers, I mentioned it, they've lost twice already to Pickett County so far this season. First time it was 81-54, second time 75-45. Offensively, just never able to get it going, and defensively could not stop the offense of Pickett County.
Yeah, if we think back to that game, the first game, I think it was like a 2-point game at halftime, and then Pickett County just really ran it out there in the second half. Let's talk about tonight's Casey's keys for the game for Gordonsville. Jacob, they can't allow shooters to get easy looks. We've said it all season. Pickett County's got a lot of shooters. They can post up around the arc, easy knockdowns when they're open, get their feet set. I just don't think Gordonsville's going to be able to allow them to get easy looks from the perimeter. Secondly, I think they're going to have to match the energy and intensity. I anticipate the Bobcats are going to come out with a lot of spark here early. They're a veteran ball club. That's the mark of a veteran team. So let's see if Gordonsville can match that energy and intensity. Lastly, Jacob, I think they got to stay in striking range. Pickett County can go on big runs. We know they can score bunches of points quickly in spurts. Jacob, it's tournament time. Anything can happen here. And if Gordonsville's hanging around in the fourth quarter, they feel like they're going to give themselves a chance to win this basketball game. Jacob, that's tonight's Casey's keys for the game.
It's the District 7A semifinals, and whoever wins this one moves on to play the number 1 seed Clay County in the championship coming up on Tuesday night at 7:30. The Gordonsville Tigers 16-11, the Pickett County Bobcats 19-6. We'll take a short break. When we come back, we'll hear from head coach Amonette, the Pickett County Bobcats.
Tip-off is coming. Bobcats basketball, the People's Bank countdown to tip-off.
The Upperman Bees fall in heartbreaking fashion. This is around UC Sports Nation. The Upperman Bees fell to Livingston Academy in the District 7 3A quarterfinals 59-58 in overtime. With their season coming to an end, head coach Bobby McWilliams made sure his group knew how proud he was of them this season.
A very successful season based on the lack of experience we had, all the new faces in that locker room that, had their roles had changed and contributions towards playing had really changed.
The season ended for the Clark Range Buffaloes Monday night with a loss to Red Boiling Springs in the District 7 Single-A play-in game. Head coach Jermaine McElvain says having the season end is always a bittersweet moment, particularly for the seniors.
Of course, seniors being there last year, it's a little different, when you put that last home game jersey on, you put that last away game jersey on, you understand that your time has finally come up. So it's definitely a tough pill to swallow.
DeKalb County saw their season come to an end Monday night in the District 7 3A quarterfinals with a loss to Cumberland County 67-39. Head coach John Sanders says his team built some great building blocks for future Tiger teams.
Competing every game, having a chance to win, and it makes the season a lot more enjoyable. Rough years, the first 2 years here, we weren't even competitive. And last year was better, and now this past season was much better as far as being able to compete and giving ourselves chances.
I'm Jacob Vincent. We'll keep you updated on scores throughout the evening from UCSportsNation.com.
When your day-to-day work causes pain, when your daily exercise stops you cold, when picking up the groceries or your grandchild makes you ache, call Milestone. Milestone Physical Therapy improves lives. Milestone builds futures by finding the source of your pain. It's not about covering up the aches, it's about getting rid of them. Call 864-8090 for an appointment. 864-8090. Orthopedic care that improves your life. With over 20 years' experience, see Laura Reagan at Milestone Physical Therapy.
Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. There is no someday on the calendar. If there's something you want to do, then now is the best time to get started. Pick a date, go to work, and make your dreams come true. If you need money to finance your plans, come talk with People's Bank. We're friendly hometown lenders who really want to say yes to your loan request. People's Bank and Trust Company of Pickett County, investing in the future one customer at a time. Equal housing lender, member FDIC.
This is the People's Bank Countdown to Tip-Off. People's Bank and Trust of Pickett County.
Welcome back here on the People's Bank Countdown to Tip-Off, talking with head coach Joseph Amonette of the Pickett County Bobcats. Coach, you finished the regular season 19-6. You go 6-2 in district play, ranked 5th in the state in Class A. What have you learned about your team as this season has gone on?
I would tell you that our team's resilient. At the end of the day, they can deal with a lot of different things. We've had injuries, we've had sickness, we've had a game or two that we played terrible and then had to turn around and play well the next game. And I just think that I think this team shows a lot of resilience, and I think that's an attribute you better have when you go into postseason play, and I think that's something we have.
All 7 guys in the rotation earned some sort of district accolade. How cool is it for you to have all 7 contribute in a meaningful way and then be recognized for it at the end of the year?
We actually talked about that on Monday. Individually, for those 7 guys all to receive an award and be acknowledged, I don't know that I've ever coached a team that has received so much individual awards. We kind of talked about moving forward. We really don't care about all tournament teams. We just want an opportunity to win some championships, and we've accomplished all we need to accomplish individually, and now it's time for us to accomplish something as a team.
An extended break, you get 11 days off, the longest that we think you guys have had all season. What have you guys been focusing on? Is it kind of just resting guys up from whether it be some knickknacks here and there, or is it kind of focusing on, I know when we talked a little later on, or earlier on, you mentioned how you got down to the fundamentals as well. What have you really been stressing in practice over the last couple of weeks?
I think defense and rebounding. At the end of the day, we're a pretty high-level offensive team that can play multiple ways against multiple top defenses. But really what we're focused on is to be a championship defensive team and to really rebound as a unit. And that's what we focused on the most the past few days.
You get Gordonsville for the 3rd time tonight, beat them by 27 and 30 in the first 2. What have your guys done well in those 2 games that you'd like to mirror tonight?
Those games are it's pretty unusual that we won by those numbers. It was, they were really nip and tuck games till the very end, and then we kind of blew them open. But, I think Gordonsville's very well coached. They're physical. They play a lot of kids. They have a lot of size. I think they're a really talented team. And, I think what we've got to do is we've got to sit down and guard and rebound. And then we've got to execute on the offensive end. And I think we've done a good job of that in the previous 2 meetings. We just need to get a little bit better. They'll probably guard us in a different way than they have the other 2 ways. They'll change something up, and we just need to adjust to that and execute.
In a tournament like this, do you ever catch yourself looking ahead, having already secured a spot in the region tournament? You're in the semifinals. You have a chance for a district championship, obviously, but you already have a spot in the next round. Do you ever catch yourself looking ahead and looking at the other side of the districts?
I don't. I mean, I don't. We play in such a tough conference that you better bring your A game, or you'll get beat. So we really just take it one day at a time. We only are focused on our next opponent, and we've been that way all year. So I don't get to looking ahead. Sometimes that gets me. If I've got a quick turnaround, it puts pressure on me to get scouting done. But I won't even watch film on an opponent other than the one we're getting ready to play. And kind of like when we played Clay County on Friday and Wayne County on Saturday, I didn't even look at Wayne County until I got home after our Clay County game. That's just how that I do, because I want to be solely in the moment and our team solely in the moment.
That's head coach Joseph Amonette right here on the People's Bank Countdown to Tip-Off.
Most insurance ads end at competitive rates, as if that's all that matters. As your local professional insurance agent, that's just where Kiesling Insurance begins. When it comes to insuring your home, your car, or your business, Kiesling Insurance offers you personalized service and advice, along with a choice of companies to fit your needs. And yes, competitive rates, too. When you need insurance, call them, or be sure and contact the team at Kiesling Insurance or visit them online at KieslingINS.com for details about life, home, auto, or business.
As Pickett County soars higher this year, so does Amonette Eagle Auction. When you need your property sold, there's not a better team to call. Amonette Eagle Auction has the knowledge, skills, and tools to get the most money for you and your family. Check out eagleauctions.com to find out more, or to see information on upcoming auctions. You might find just what you're looking for. Thanks, Amonette Eagle Auctions. When you need to get it sold, call Amonette Eagle Auction. We soar higher.
Going to the doctor regularly. It's not your favorite thing in the world, but it is the key to staying healthy. So schedule an annual physical with Byrdstown Medical Center, 864-3187. A lot can change in a year. Better to fix it than wonder, right? 864-3187. Byrdstown Medical Center was started by local people to take care of neighbors and friends, like you. Schedule your wellness exam now. Most insurance is accepted. Byrdstown Medical Center, the local way to stay well.
The ongoing challenges of COVID-19 have drawn much deserved attention to the safety and convenience of People's Bank's online banking services. With People's Bank's mobile banking app with the remote deposit feature, you always have instant and easy access to our most current account information. Wherever you happen to be, People's Bank's mobile banking will go with you. People's Bank and Trust Company of Pickett County, investing in the future one customer at a time. Equal Housing Lender Member FDIC.
Welcome back here to Livingston Academy here at Durward Vaughn Memorial Gymnasium as we're getting geared up for Pickett County and Gordonsville in the second game of the District 7 semifinals. First two times, Pickett County was able to get the W in a big way, 81-54 and 75-45, but both Casey and I agree, and I think Coach Amonette agrees, this time going to be much different.
Yeah, absolutely. It's really difficult to beat a team three times in a season. It's really difficult to do that. I'm sure Coach Amonette has talked about that with the squad. They're going to come out focused, Jacob. I'm fairly certain. Again, they've got a veteran ball club. He mentioned it in the pregame. They're resilient. I expect that we'll get one of their better efforts here tonight.
The Gordonsville Tigers 16-11 on the season. Their head coach Greg Bibb, obviously familiar with this Pickett County fan base at least. He was their head coach before Joseph Amonette became the head coach at Pickett County. Let's go through the starting lineups for both sides. Gordonsville, they're going to have Austin Ducray back, a senior who was a second-team all-conference player for him. He's going to be a big one. Brain Halliman, he wears the number 2. He's a junior. Number 11 is David Driver, another senior for the squad. Number 10 is Brody Sykes, a freshman who came into a starting role once a couple of other players left that starting lineup, and he's been playing pretty well this season. He also made the all-freshman team. Number 30 is Ryder Grisham. He's a junior, and that'll be the starting 5 for head coach Greg Bibb in the Gordonsville Tigers. For the Pickett County Bobcats, little change for them. Caleb Lohorn is available. However, he will not be starting in this ball game. So it'll be Will Amonette, Zach Amonette, Jacob Amonette, Hunter Wattenbarger, and Heath Wattenbarger. So we get the two sets of brothers starting for the Pickett County Bobcats here tonight. Coach Amonette saying that Caleb, he's good to go. He's still just trying to get back into game shape, and I'm sure we'll see him later on in this game.
Yeah, you know, when you're out for a couple of weeks, just the conditioning piece, trying to get your body reacclimated to game speed and what that looks like. I'd look for Caleb to get some run time in tonight, maybe on limited minutes. We'll see how that plays out.
So as we get ready for this one, Gordonsville will be in their away blue uniforms with gray numbers and white trim around those for the Pickett County Bobcats in their home white uniforms, as they are the higher seeded team in this ball game. 8 minutes on the clock. It'll be Will Dudney against Heath Wattenbarger to tip it away, and we're underway from Livingston. Heath is able to tip it to his brother Hunter, and will bring it up the court. Jacob Amonette will have it on the top of the key, move it to the right side for Zach. Zach gets a screen, he'll penetrate, pass out to Hunter on the wing. Find Jacob Amonette, drives in, bounces off to Heath Wattenbarger. He got fouled, he got the bucket to go, and he'll be at the line for one.
Really nice dime right there, too, from the younger Amonette. Bounce pass right into the big man. He found him right underneath the goal, drew the contact. Really nice opening basket right there for the Bobcats, Jacob.
Free throw no good from Heath. Fouls on Braden Holloman, his first, the team's first. 20 seconds into the ball game, the Pickett County Bobcats with a 2-0 lead here in the District 7A semifinal. Braden Holloman with the basketball, an errant pass, but finds the hands of Austin Ducray on the left wing. Now David Driver directing some traffic, gets a screen from Dundee. Driver will send it into Ducray, now move it right side for Holloman, fires it away. It's off the mark of the left of the iron, but rebounded by the Tigers. They've got another chance. Driver trying to skip a pass inside, but it's stolen away by the Bobcats. Hunter Wattenbarger with it. Hunter on the top of the key will move it to the left wing for Jacob. Jacob will pass fake to the left, now shot fake, drive in, put up a floater off the window, no good. Offensive rebound for Heath Wattenbarger, missed it, tried to go back up for the rebound, lost it out of bounds. They're going to say it's last touched by Gordonsville, and Pickett County will have it again.
Heath Wattenbarger really active right here early. Offensive rebound, he's had an and one. We'll keep our eyes on that. If he can play with a lot of energy and intensity, these Bobcats can pound it inside, Jacob. It makes them a lot more dimensional once they can get the defense sagging off, sending extra defenders at him.
2-0 early lead for the Bobcats. Pull-up triple coming from Zach Amonette is off the mark short. Gordonsville has the rebound. Braden Holloman is up ahead, spins right into Jacob Amonette. That should be a travel, and it is. Jacob Amonette beat him to the spot, stayed straight up, and forced Holloman to travel as he kind of bounced off of him.
We talked about gritty defense and it being one of the keys. Bobcats have started out 2 turnovers in a row against Gordonsville, turning up that defensive pressure.
Bobcats still looking for some points, leading 2-0 in the early going. Down low, Heath Wattenbarger on the right block, has to pass it back out to his brother Hunter. He'll drive left baseline, wraps a pass along the baseline. It was deflected out of bounds, and the Bobcats will keep it on the far sideline right in front of the Gordonsville bench. Almost 2 minutes into the ball game. A lot of Pickett County fans here on our near side, Gordonsville fans on the far side, and spread out sporadically along with some Clay County fans and Red Boiling Springs fans. There's a good pass down low for Heath Wattenbarger, who lays it up and in. He's got 4 early points, and the Bobcats lead it 4-0, 2 minutes into the first quarter. There's a pass down low for Will Dudney, goes through Heath Wattenbarger, but Heath stayed straight up and got a piece of it. Hunter Wattenbarger down at the other end for the Bobcats. Will find Will Amonette left wing. He'll penetrate, bounce it down low to Zach, who cuts to the basket, lays it up and in, and forces a timeout by the Tigers. 6-0 lead for the Bobcats to start out this ball game with 5:46 remaining in the first and an early 30-second timeout for Gordonsville.
They've came out with energy and intensity, Jacob. It's just the sign of a veteran ball club. They've been off for a couple of weeks. Pickett County understands what it's going to take to play at a high level, to make a deep postseason run. They've got veterans, they've got seniors over there. They've been here before. They understand what it takes. I love the start right here. 6-0 off the jump. They've created a couple of turnovers, had a couple of offensive rebounds. They're really distributing the basketball well. On all the points they have already, you've got 3 assists, so really nice work so far.
A good start for the Bobcats, and they still have that senior Caleb Lowhorn on the bench. He does have his warm-ups off, so he's getting ready to come into this ball game at some point. But this is a new starting lineup. They've been playing with it for the last 3 games and playing some pretty good basketball.
Yeah, it's a combination they may have to go to deep in this postseason run. We'll see how it plays out.
Here's Driver to the basket after the timeout. He missed it, and Hunter Wattenbarger has the rebound for Pickett County. Zach Amonette will have it now. Fake on a 3, dribble it with the right hand, pass it back out to his twin brother at half court. Zach will get it back on the wing, free throw line extended, now drives right baseline, finds Jacob in the middle of the lane, kick out Will, 3 ball from the wing, in and out, no good, bounces around, and then finally rebounded by Gordonsville. Braden Holloman dribbled it off his hip, and they're going to call a carry on Holloman. He was trying to decide what he wanted to do, got a little too fancy with it, and turned the basketball over.
Yeah, I think they've got more turnovers than shots up so far, Jacob. That's a testament, too, from this Bobcat defense. Continue to be gritty and tough and dug in here on the defensive end.
Now, Coach Bibb doesn't like mistakes too often, and Heilemann gets subbed out right away after that turnover for Tristan Wood, a junior who has not played against this Pickett County team so far this season other than in junk time late in the game. Here's a three ball from Hunter Wattenbarger. That's short, no good, but Ducre is able to get the rebound, falling to his knees, and the Tigers cleared away. Will Dudney, left baseline, goes into Heath Wattenbarger, and they're going to call a foul on Heath. That'll be Heath's first and the team's first. Comes at the 4:46 mark here in the first quarter, leading 6-0. Tigers still looking for some points almost halfway through this first quarter. Tried to throw an inbound into the high post for Dudney. He missed it, but Ducre is able to go corral it out near half court. He'll set a screen for Driver now. Driver dribbles with the right hand and passes over to Dudney, top of the key. Dudney will give it back to Driver. Driver brings it towards the middle of the court, throws it into the high post for Dudney again. Ducre's going to take a three here, fires it away. It's off the back iron, no good, and Zach Amonette has the rebound. Bobcats will push it the other way, leading 6-0, 4:20 remaining in the first. Three ball off the mark from Zach Amonette and rebounded by the Tigers. Driver pushing the pace now, finds Ryder Grisham. Move it left wing into the hands of Wood. Wood reverse it back to Grisham. Grisham shot fake, drive in, got fouled. Shot is up, but no good, and he'll be at the line for two.
Caught that screen out top, just able to drive down in there. Zach came over to try to help. Just got a little too much body. It's a really kind of an awkward play as he went to the goal. Tough luck right there. They're going to try to get a couple of free throws here and get on the board.
Well, Grisham goes in and out on the first attempt. Still scoreless are the Tigers with 4:06 remaining here in the first quarter. Caleb Blowhorn checks in for the first time for Pickett County. His first game action since before the Clay County game at Red Boilings. Check that, against Clark Range. Hunter Wattenbarger takes a rest on the bench. 0 for 2 from the stripe goes Grisham, so Gordonsville still not on the board halfway through this first quarter. It's 6-0, Bobcats lead it. Zach Amonette will set up the offense here for Pickett County on the top of the key. Puts on a couple of moves, moves it to the left side of the court, finds Jacob Amonette, finds Will in the corner, fires the triple, it's short, no good. Rebounded by Gordonsville and cleared away by Driver. Driver comes across the timeline, will move it left wing into the hands of Wood. Wood, free throw line extended, finds a cutting Grisham, runs into a brick wall of Heath Wattenbarger, and then rebounded by Will Amonette, and a foul is called on the Tigers.
Really nice box out that time by Will. He had a bigger guy coming at him. Just really nice box out. He got his body into him, forced him to go over the back. Really nice play.
So Brody Sykes is actually going to check in for the first time now. Will Dudney will take a rest on the bench. So Sykes, Grisham, Driver, Ducre, and Wood on the court for the Tigers for Pickett County. Jacob, Will, and Zach Amonette, Hunter Wattenbarger, and Caleb Lowhorn. Heath gets his first rest of the ball game with 3:33 to play here in the first. 6-0, Pickett County still leading. Jacob Amonette moving it to the right side, fakes a pass, driving right baseline, gets to the middle of the court, is blocked from behind, but they call a foul. That's going to send the freshman to the line. Was just kept probing, waiting for the opportunity. I don't think that was quite the play, but it worked out.
Yeah, he got down in there amongst the Giants, was able to get one up. They came over, thought it was clean. Some folks did. A lot of arm on that one. Jacob at the free throw line, he knocks down the first one. Let's see if he can get the second one to go down.
Tristan Wood gets tagged with the foul. Jacob goes 2 for 2 from the stripe. He's got 2 points, the freshman MVP in District 7A. 8-0 lead now for the Bobcats, 3:17 remaining in the first quarter. This is David Driver with the basketball for the Tigers on the right wing, directing traffic, gets a screen, moves it to the middle of the court, and backs out along the perimeter now. Move it right side for Sykes and get it right back. Jabs right, drives left, spins in the lane, kicks it out to Sykes, a 3 ball, check that, a deep 2 is good for Brody Sykes, the freshman.
Gordonsville needed that, Jacob. Stop that run. Bobcats on an 8-0 run. Under 3 to go here. They really needed that bucket.
8-2 now with 2:47 remaining in the first. Bobcats with the basketball. Will Amonette will come get it to start the offense. Give it off to Zach on the right side in front of the Gordonsville bench. Bounces it down low to Hunter Wattenbarger on a slip screen. He lays it up and in with the right hand. Great cut from Hunter. Just faked on the screen, slipped it, went right to the basket and got the pass. Here's Ducray with a shot from 14 feet off the back iron, hits the top of the backboard, and rebounded by Pickett County now. Back the other way, Zach Amonette across the timeline, between the legs, fires the triple, short, no good. Tristan Wood with the rebound for the Tigers. He'll push the pace, bounce it off to Ducray, nobody picked him up, drives it to the basket, gets it to go, and the foul. Austin Ducray with his first 2 points. Foul's going to be called on Caleb Lowhorn, was a little late on the defensive rotation, and that's going to be the team's third as well. Heath Wattenbarger will check back in for him. Ducray was the starter who did not play in the second game against Pickett County when they lost 75-45, and he brings a lot of size to this Gordonsville basketball team with standing at 6'3", and I say 6'3", he's a pretty meaty guy as well.
Yeah, he's an athlete too, you can tell, Jacob, just nice muscled up player. Really, we'll see how that impacts this game tonight, his athleticism.
10-5 with 1:50 remaining here in the first quarter as Ducray is able to knock down the free throw after getting the foul and the bucket. Here's Zach Amonette. Good bounce pass off to Heath Wattenbarger again, and Heath is the beneficiary of 3 assists now. He's got 6 points. You mentioned how, well, that's going to be, they call an inbound violation. Coach Bibb not happy about it. I wasn't quite paying attention, but Gordonsville, they're going to say threw it in, and what happened was the guy who caught it, he was actually just coming to get the basketball to then throw it in. Well, now there's a 5-second call on Pickett County, so Gordonsville going to get it right back.
You know what they say about that, Jacob?
Ball don't lie.
Ball don't lie, man.
So Greg Bibb will give it to the official who made the call, and the Tigers, well, they'll get it right back. 1:28 to play in this first quarter. It's 12-5. Bobcats lead it. Here's a shot from Holloman at the other end. Missed it in and out. Rebounded by Pickett County. They've got numbers. Jacob Amonette up the court. Hand off Will. Left side triple. Short no good. Hunter's got the rebound, though. Down low. Little moves. Had some room. Now we'll kick it back out to Will on the perimeter. He pulls it back out to the half-court line. We'll set up an offense with 1:03 on the clock, leading by 7. Hunter Wattenbarger with the basketball. Crosses over. Drives in. Gets to the right block. Dumps it off to Zach. He got down low. He got fouled, and he'll be at the line for 2.
Really nice crossover dribble that time by Hunter. He beat his defender. Secondary defender came over. He flipped it into Zach as he was cutting down the baseline. Just drew a lot of contact as he was trying to get it up to the goal, but really nice movement that time offensively.
Zach going to be at the line for 2 freebies. First one on the way, and good. Will Dudney picked up his second foul. That's the team's 4th here in the first half already with 54 seconds remaining in the first quarter. 2 subs come in for Gordonsville. David Driver back in, along with Ryder Grisham. 2 good free throws for Zach Amonette. He's got 4 points. 14-5, Pickett County on top with 48 seconds remaining in the first quarter. Ducray with the basketball will pass it off to Holloman. Will now bounce it off to Driver on the left side. He gets a screen, drives into the middle of the lane, kicks it out to Grisham. 3-ball right side, no good, off the mark. Rebounded on the weak side by Pickett County. They'll have a final shot if they want it with 30 seconds to play here in the first quarter, leading by 9, 14-5. Zach Amonette out at half court is just going to hold the ball on his hip and wait for the clock to run down to start the offense. He's got David Driver in front of him. They're going to go 5 wide before they start this one out. 10 seconds on the clock now for Zach. Zach goes between the legs, drives in, spins around, fadeaway jumper on the way, in and out, no good. Rebounded by Gordonsville, 2 seconds. David Driver from 3/4 court, off the backboard, and no good. First quarter comes to a close. The Pickett County Bobcats on top, 14-5. We'll take a break, come back. Second quarter action on the other side.
It's game night, but sniffles are slowing your MVP. Your choice is First Choice Family Care. Dad doesn't feel like a pickup game. Your choice is First Choice Family Care, 864-3232. Mom's been benched all weekend. Your choice is First Choice Family Care. Taking care of your family team all year round. Primary care, preventative care, wellness. Your choice is First Choice Family Care. Walk-ins and appointments. Your choice is First Choice Family Care. Always accepting new patients.
Most insurance ads end at competitive rates, as if that's all that matters. As your local professional insurance agent, that's just where Kiesling Insurance begins. When it comes to insuring your home, your car, or your business, Kiesling Insurance offers you personalized service and advice, along with a choice of companies to fit your needs. And yes, competitive rates, too. When you need insurance, call them, or be sure and contact the team at Kiesling Insurance or visit them online at KieslingINS.com for details about life, home, auto, or business.
Welcome back to Livingston. The Pickett County Bobcats on top after one quarter of action, 14-5, and really just playing a pretty clean basketball game so far on both sides of the court.
Yeah, hadn't turned it over, only turned it over one time to Gordonsville's 4 times. Also interesting, Jacob, every bucket that Pickett County got came from an assist, so really moving the basketball nicely on the offensive end.
You got to think Coach Amonette pretty happy about how his team is playing so far. He talked about how over the 2 weeks, they've really just been working on sitting down defensively and guarding the basketball. And, well, here's a back cut by Grisham. Somehow gets it up and in. Ran the right baseline, drew some contact, went through Heath Wattenbarger, and finds 2 points.
Coach Bibb wants to understand why that wasn't a foul on the other end. I'm kind of with him there. A lot of contact.
Will Amonette at the other end. Kicks it out to Hunter on the wing. He'll fire a deep triple and knock it down from the left side. Hunter Wattenbarger with 5 points makes it 17-7. The defensive MVP in 7A, also a first-team player. Zach Amonette gets hit in the face and is going to be called for a foul here, I think. How is that possible? Or did they call it on Gordonsville? That cannot be on Zach. He jumped the passing lane. The pass hit him in the face. They blew a whistle and called a foul on Zach Amonette. How about that?
Wow.
That's pretty poor.
That's maybe the worst call I've seen all season right there, Jacob. That is poor.
He came from the right side, jumped the passing lane, got in front of his offender. The pass hit him in the face. His offender was behind him on his back, was no contact, and they called a foul on Zach Amonette. It's his second of the ball game as well. So he comes out and Eli Reagan comes in. 17-7, Bobcats on top by 10. Tigers with the basketball. Sykes on the top of the key will move it to Grisham right side. Grisham gets a screen, now driving it to the left baseline, gets to the basket, gets fouled, and gets it to go up and in. Well, after a bad call, they make the best of it. They'll be at the line for a couple more.
Yeah, Gordonsville going to see if they can use that, build a little momentum, see if they can go on a run right here, get themselves back into this game. Hunter went up high, just drew a lot of contact, and Grisham just strong, able to finish around the rim. Couldn't make the free throw.
Misses again. He's 0 for 3 from the stripe so far in this game. It's 17-9, 6:40 remaining in the second quarter. Wattenbarger got the rebound and ripped it down after that free throw. He's got the basketball here. Fakes a drive right baseline. He's got Ducray on him. He'll pass it back out to Jacob Amonette on the 10-foot volleyball line. Makes a move, drives in, pulls up, was blocked by Holloman. It goes out of bounds, and that's going to stay with Pickett County underneath the basket. So on the court for Pickett County right now, Will and Jacob Amonette, Heath and Hunter Wattenbarger, and Eli Reagan. Here's Jacob Amonette right baseline, gets to the middle of the lane. Nobody picked him up. He'll go up with a floater and knock it down. He's been pretty good about probing in the middle of the lane, and that might be the first bucket of the ball game without an assist for the Bobcats.
It absolutely is. First one-on-one move we've had to the bucket with a score.
19-9, they lead it by 10 with 6 minutes remaining in the second quarter. Driver on the right wing, making a couple of moves, but Eli Reagan staying right in front of him. Landed off to Grisham left side. Here's Ducray, top of the key, will move it to the right side for Braden Holloman. Holloman driving right baseline, gets cut off, will skip it to the left wing. Now back down low, pass to Sykes. Sykes in the post, kicks it out to Holloman, who fakes on a three, penetrates, dumps it off, and the pass is picked off by the Bobcats. Hunter Wattenbarger got the steal that time. Will Amonette will bring it up for Pickett County. Jacob head fakes on a three, drives in, dumps it off to Heath again, and he finds another 2 points. Heath's got 8 points and another timeout taken by head coach Greg Bibb of the Gordonsville Tigers. It's a 30-second one, so we'll keep it right here. 21-9 with 5:25 remaining in the second quarter. They've been running that action all night long. You get it to the middle of the paint, the help defense comes, you dump it off where that help comes from.
Yeah, I believe Jacob Amonette's got a roll of dimes over there in his bag over there behind the bench. Jacob, he's got 4 assists here early in the game. just really good distribution of the basketball by the Bobcats. Everybody's getting in on the action. I've got 1, 2, 3, 4 players already that are in the scoring column. They're playing very unselfish tonight, passing the ball. I love the action down here, trying to get the ball inside to Heath. Really nice work.
Casey, quickly, we do have some final scores from tonight's at District 7 3A. A lot of big action going on in Cookeville.
Yeah, absolutely. Down at the Hooper Eblen Center, we had a 2-point game early in the boys' final. Livingston took down Cumberland County 68-66. And then into first quarter, White County leads Stone Memorial 17-7, Jacob.
We can also tell you Upperman on the girls' side took down White County in the championship. So the Upperman Lady Bees, the 4 seed in that tournament, end up victorious in the tournament. So they'll have a pretty good seed going into the region tournament. Here's the top of the key 3 from Tristan Wood. That's deep, no good, but he goes and rebounds it himself. And the Tigers will have another chance. This is Grisham on the right wing, driving right baseline. Skips it out to David Driver, 4:50 on the clock here in the second quarter. Driver driving to the left block, gets blocked, and it's rebounded by Pickett County. Here's Hunter Wattenbarger with the basketball, pulling up at the elbow, missed it off the back of the iron. Jacob Amonette skying for the offensive rebound. Eli Reagan goes up and in for 2. Eli Reagan with a deuce and another assist for Jacob Amonette. He's got 5 of them so far early on in this ball game. Makes it 23-9. A whistle and a travel is called on Tristan Wood. They've been pretty travel happy so far in these 2 semifinal games. And I didn't think Wood traveled on the top of the key there, but the referee disagreed.
Yeah. In the officiating community, Jacob, we call that a game interrupting call. If you don't call that one, nobody in the gym says anything. So Coach Bibb over there letting him know he thought it was a game interrupter as well.
4:15 remaining in the second quarter. Change of possession back to the Bobcats. Hunter Wattenbarger driving left baseline. Wraps a one-handed pass to Jacob Amonette for 3, but rattled around no good and rebounded by the Tigers. Wood at the other end will find Driver. Reverse it off to Grisham. High post pass to Ducray. Kick it back out to Wood, top of the key. We'll find Ducray again in the middle of the lane. Now Driver looks to the sideline for head coach Greg Bibb, barking out instructions. Hands it off to Grisham, who will get a screen. From a newly checked in Eli Adams for the first time. Another player who has not played against Pickett County so far this season. Ryder Grisham on the left wing, just dribbling around. Here's Ducray taking a 3 as Gordonsville was going nowhere offensively with that set that they were running. He missed it, and the Pickett County Bobcats have the rebound.
Nice board that time by Eli Reagan. He went up in traffic. He's grown up a lot this season. Really nice board right there.
Here's an entry pass to Reagan. Kick out Jacob Amonette right side. Fakes on a 3, drives in, kicks it out to Hunter. He'll take the 3. That's going to be short, but rebounded by Heath. Will's going to try a 3. Off the back iron, no good, and rebounded by Eli Adams. So the Pickett County Bobcats only hitting 1 3 so far in this first half, but they lead it 23-9 with under 3 to play in the second quarter. Here's a 3 at the other end for Ryder Grisham.
Coach Amonette not excited about the effort that time. Grisham wide open on the perimeter. Nobody closed him out. He's got all 7 points for Gordonsville here in the quarter.
23-12 after that 3 ball. Pickett County hit 10 threes in each of the first 2 times these teams met in the regular season. They've only got 1 right now. That's a turnover by the Bobcats, and they steal it right back, though. Hunter Wattenbarger, the defensive MVP, with his second steal of the ball game, and then threw it over the head of Eli Reagan and out of bounds in transition. And so the Gordonsville Tigers will get it right back. Zach Amonette going to check in here. He's playing with 2 fouls with 2:25 remaining in the second quarter, so he's got to be a little bit careful not to pick up his 3rd. 23-12, an 11-point advantage for the Bobcats. Tigers with the basketball. Driver, top of the key, moves it to the left wing into the hands of Grisham, who got fouled by Will Amonette, and Grisham going to be at the line again. Will Amonette going to be tagged with his first foul. It's the team's 6th here in the first half. And Grisham, who is 0 for 3 from the stripe already tonight, going to be at the line for 2 more.
He's trying to put this team on his back and will them back in it, though. He's got all their points here in the quarter. He hits the first free throw, so he's got 8 in the quarter. Just trying to hang around and claw and scratch their way back in it here.
Well, he's only 1 short of Pickett County here in the quarter. Pickett County with 9 second quarter points so far. Grisham going to try to tie that, and he does. So he's got 9 points here in the quarter, and now it's 9-9 between Ryder Grisham and the Pickett County Bobcats. 23-14, a 9-point advantage. 2:10 to play in the second quarter. Pass down low, Heath Wattenbarger. Kick it out to Will in the corner. Will's going to drive right baseline, gets to the middle of the court, will pass over to Jacob left side. Jacob drives to the basket, gets loose, and he'll go up with the left hand and get it to fall. So Jacob with his second field goal of the second quarter. He's got 6 points. Makes it 25-14 with 1:43 remaining in the second. Here's David Driver driving it to the left wing. Hands it off to a newly checked in Kyle Adams. So Coach Bibb is using a lot of players he has not used at all this season against this Pickett County team and just trying to find the right rotation. And you got to think at a district semifinal game, you'd like to know your rotation at this point.
Yeah, he seems like he's experimenting with some players, quite frankly, Jacob, we don't know a whole lot about. Hadn't seen him much this season. I know he's got a lot of personnel that maybe have left the team or no longer with the team. And so he's really deep into his bench right now. You mentioned it. He's just trying to find a combination that's gonna work for him.
Now we've got a stoppage in play as the referees are going to have a conference at the middle of the court. And Gordonsville going to take advantage of that, and they're going to use it kind of as a timeout.
So I'm going to tell you what I think's going on here. I think we've got a book, something wrong with the book. We've got an administrative technical that's getting ready to go down here. Most likely they've got the wrong number, wrong name in the book. Most likely that's what's going on right here.
And it looks like that's the case because Zach Amonette's walking to the free throw line. And I just mentioned it. He's been using some players he hasn't used all season. Tristan Wood has not played against Pickett County. Eli Adams has not played against Pickett County. Kyle Adams checks in, and, well, like you mentioned, must have been something wrong with the book because now Zach Amonette's going to get 2 free throws here. Well, he misses on the first, though. Does that mean Coach Bibb has to sit down the rest of the game?
No, administrative technical. He shouldn't have to sit down.
Zach goes 1 for 2 from the stripe, and yeah, he's up on his feet, so he's still going to be able to coach up on his feet. And whenever the head coach does get a technical, they do have to sit down the rest of the game. We've seen that with Coach Amonette before, and that's been pretty tough for him. He's received 2 technicals this season.
Yeah, it's hard on a coach not being, especially if they're passionate and fiery like both these guys are, to sit, have a seat, and put that seat belt on.
Here's Will Amonette for a triple. In and out, no good. Rebound. A foul is called on Jacob Amonette as Ryder Grisham again goes falling to the floor. Jacob Amonette going to be tagged with his first, and it's going to be 1 in bonus coming for Ryder Grisham. So Ryder Grisham really trying to put his team on his back here in the second quarter, trailing by 12, 26-14.
We'll try to get into double figures right here for the quarter. He's single-handedly kept this Gordonsville Tigers team in this game right now.
The front end on the way from Grisham. In and out, no good. Rebounded by Hunter Wattenbarger. 26-14, 1:22 to play in the second quarter. The Bobcats with the lead and the basketball. Will Amonette across the timeline. Finds it cutting. Hunter Wattenbarger into the middle of the lane. He gets stopped short. We'll kick it back out to Jacob on the perimeter. Moves it right side for Zach. Penetrates. Kick out Will. 3 ball from the corner. In and out, no good. And this time Jacob's going to be fouled by Ryder Grisham on a late box out attempt. Jacob got around him. Grisham kind of threw a hip check into him. And a foul's going to be called on Ryder, his second. So the Bobcats take it out on the right baseline, find Zach Amonette on a curl screen. He's got it 15 feet away from the basket, bounces it out towards the half-court line now, right side. Being guarded by Kyle Adams, and they call a carry on Zach Amonette. I can say with 100% certainty that's the first time all season Zach Amonette's been called for a carry violation.
Yeah, I haven't seen one either.
And they're not even going to give a sub for Pickett County as Caleb Lowhorn went to the scores table. We're seeing it all here in the first half.
Yeah, these officials are, they want to keep the game and the flow of the game going. A lot of times, at the officiating meetings, they'll talk about not allowing any sub that's not at the table when they're ready to put the ball in play. Don't allow them to come in. That's just what we saw right there.
26-14, 33 seconds to play in the second quarter. The Tigers missed on a shot attempt, so the Bobcats with the basketball and a chance for the final shot if they want it. 23 seconds and counting. Jacob Amonette dribbling out near half court, trying to get rid of his defender, so he gets rid of the 5-second call. Instead, he finds another dime, and Heath Wattenbarger finds another deuce. 28-14. Heath now with 10 points. 5 seconds. Driver, middle of the lane floater, no good. Rebound loose, picked up by Ducray and blocked, and foul is called on Heath Wattenbarger with 1.1 seconds on the clock.
Had a rebound right there, 50-50 ball. Bobcats just couldn't get their hands on it, and Ducray could. And Heath went over to try to block the shot. Heath went over to try to block the shot. Just got a little too much arm right there.
Ducray is going to knock down the first free throw. Coach Amonette's going to bring in both of his subs, Lohorn and Reagan, for Heath Wattenbarger, and should be Zach Amonette. He does, as both of them have the 2 fouls, so don't want to get him anything silly with 1 second on the clock. Ducray, second free throw, no good. Rebounded by Hunter. Didn't get it off in time. It was way over the backboard from about 80 feet. That was pretty impressive, but it's not going to matter. So Ducray misses on the second attempt, and our halftime score is 28-15. The Bobcats on top of the Gordonsville Tigers in the second game of the District 7A semifinals.
At People's Bank, we've learned a lot in our 43 years in the banking business. If there's one universal truth that covers almost every aspect of life, it would be success comes from consistency. You can never give up. You have to keep going no matter how hard it may get. Repetition is one of the most reliable tools you can have in your individual pursuit of success. People's Bank and Trust Company of Pickett County. Investing in the future, one customer at a time. Equal housing lender, member FDIC.
Losing a loved one can be difficult, but you don't have to go through it alone. Brown Funeral Chapel stands beside you, answering your questions, creating a plan, helping you with the budget, taking care of the details. Brown Funeral Chapel stands beside you in some of the most difficult times of your life. Neighbors and friends ready to be there for you, to remember your loved one with caring and dignity. You don't have to shoulder it all. Brown Funeral Chapel stands beside you. Brown Funeral Chapel.
Time is money, and if your car's transmission is out of sorts, if your heating and cooling system is on the fritz, if your car will not start, it's costing you time. Pryor's Auto Spot gets it repaired, work done right, on time, and that puts money back in your pocket. And Pryor's has tires to keep you running. No need to go anywhere else. Pryor's Auto Spot, 8410 Highway 111. Save time. Schedule your repair job at pryorsautospot.com. Getting your vehicle repaired. Pryor's.
When your day-to-day work causes pain, when your daily exercise stops you cold, when picking up the groceries or your grandchild makes you ache, call Milestone. Milestone Physical Therapy improves lives. Milestone builds futures by finding the source of your pain. It's not about covering up the aches, it's about getting rid of them. Call 864-8090 for an appointment. 864-8090. Orthopedic care that improves your life. With over 20 years' experience, see Laura Reagan at Milestone Physical Therapy.
Welcome back to Livingston Academy here at the Durward Vaughn Memorial Gymnasium. Excuse me. Halftime score 28-15 as the Pickett County Bobcats on top of the Gordonsville Tigers at the break. It's been pretty clean, and other than Ryder Grisham has really kept the Tigers in this ballgame, they have not had anything going offensively.
Yeah, just feel flat, stagnant, whatever words you want to use, Jacob. Feels like Coach Bibb's probably a little frustrated with his team as well, trying to get in different combinations, different folks off the bench, trying to find who's going to come in and maybe provide that spark. Ryder Grisham absolutely has kept them in this game. Had 3, 5, 7, had 9 points there in the second quarter. They only scored 10, so he absolutely kept them in. On the Pickett County side, I love the movement of the basketball. Love the effort defensively. They turned over Gordonsville 8 times so far in the game. Jacob Amonette with 6 assists at halftime. They've got a lot of folks that have been contributing on the offensive end. Pickett County just want to try to figure out how to keep up the defensive intensity here in the second half, continue to push the tempo and the pace, continue to be unselfish, share the basketball, try to figure out ways to close this one out, Jacob.
Halftime score 28-15. The Bobcats lead the Tigers. Let's go through the scores in this one so far. Brody Sykes has 2 points for the Tigers, 9 points for Ryder Grisham, and 4 for Austin Ducray. On the other side, 5 different Bobcats have scored. They've been led by Heath Wattenbarger with 10 points, 5 points apiece for Zach Amonette and Hunter Wattenbarger, 6 for Jacob Amonette, and 2 for Eli Reagan. Halftime score 28-15. We'll take a break. When we come back, we'll go through a full scoreboard and go around UC Sports Nation.
The Pickett County Bobcats. Today's game sponsored by First Choice Family Care. When you're on the injury report, your choice is First Choice Family Care. 864-3232. By Kiesling Insurance. Auto, home, life, business insurance. Protecting families like yours with the best coverage. Kiesling Insurance. Pryor's Auto Spot. Saving you money on your next set of tires. Auto repairs, diesel too. Pryor's Auto Spot, Highway 111. And by People's Bank, Pickett County's community bank. Investing in the future, one customer at a time. People's Bank.
When your day-to-day work causes pain, when your daily exercise stops you cold, when picking up the groceries or your grandchild makes you ache, call Milestone. Milestone Physical Therapy improves lives. Milestone builds futures by finding the source of your pain. It's not about covering up the aches, it's about getting rid of them. Call 864-8090 for an appointment. 864-8090. Orthopedic care that improves your life. With over 20 years' experience, see Laura Reagan at Milestone Physical Therapy.
Today, many families are looking for smaller homes, preferring quality craftsmanship and luxury amenities over square footage. Whether it's an empty nest or a desire to live a simpler life with less clutter, small spaces are in demand. Whatever you're looking for in a new home, People's Bank can arrange a home mortgage plan to meet your needs and fit your unique situation. People's Bank and Trust Company of Pickett County, investing in the future, one customer at a time. Equal housing lender, member FDIC.
Since 2007, Dale Hollow Exxon has been serving this community. That's a lot of buzzer beaters and great wins. Jason Meadows and the team at Dale Hollow Exxon love the Bobcats and are proud to support the team. On your way to the next game, swing in for a fill-up. Sandwiches, fresh baked goods, and delicious pizza for every Bobcat fan on your team. And of course, Synergy Supreme Gas from Exxon to keep your car running with the speed of the Bobcats. Dale Hollow Exxon. Refuel after every game at Dale Hollow Exxon.
Losing a loved one can be difficult, but you don't have to go through it alone. Brown Funeral Chapel stands beside you, answering your questions, creating a plan, helping you with the budget, taking care of the details. Brown Funeral Chapel stands beside you in some of the most difficult times of your life. Neighbors and friends ready to be there for you, to remember your loved one with caring and dignity. You don't have to shoulder it all. Brown Funeral Chapel stands beside you. Brown Funeral Chapel.
Welcome back here at halftime. Halftime score 28-15 in favor of the Bobcats over the Gordonsville Tigers in the second game of the District 7A semifinals. A lot of action went on last night, a lot of action going on tonight. We've got a lot of championships and consolation games tonight, Casey.
Yeah, UC Sports Nation scoreboard. Jacob, we'll go through the girls first. The District 7 AAA down at the Hooper Eblin Center in Cookeville. The consolation game, Livingston Academy tonight, or this afternoon rather, over Cumberland County. Final score, Livingston Academy 47, Cumberland County 39. Then in the championship game, White County is taken down tonight by the Upperman Lady Bees. Bees take them down 52-34. Brooklyn Crouch named the MVP. She's also a finalist for Miss Basketball. Congratulations to the Upperman Lady Bees, the 7-3A District Tournament Championships. Congratulations to Coach Dana McWilliams and her ball club. District 9 4A semifinal this afternoon. Cookeville, the Lady Cavaliers take down Mount Juliet this afternoon. Final score is Cookeville 70, Mount Juliet 32. That's Coach Jamie Gillis runs that Lady Cavs record to 27-0. Jacob, they're going to face off against Green Hill for the championship game next week. Green Hill in an upset this afternoon take down Corey Barrett and his Lebanon Lady Blue Devils. Final score, Green Hills 46, Lebanon 42. Jacob, over on the boys' side, earlier this afternoon, the 7-3A consolation game down again at Tennessee Tech in Cookeville. Livingston Academy, 2-point winner, 68-66 over Cumberland County. Halftime score, White County leads Stone Memorial in the 7-3A championship game, 28-19 at the half. So we'll keep our eyes close on that one in the second half and provide updates as they become available. 7A right here in Livingston. Earlier, Clay County over Red Bowling Springs. Final score, 81-47. That final score is not as close as that game was, Jacob. We were here early. That was about a 6 or 7 point game at halftime. That Red Bowling Springs, I really like a couple of pieces they have. They're going to be built for a long-term run. Got a lot of young kids. Right here, UC Sports Nation game. Pickett County leads Gordonsville 28-15. Pickett County trying to punch their ticket, make it to the 7A finals on Tuesday against Clay County. District 9 4A semifinal. Cookeville, the Cavaliers, and Coach Josh Hurd take down Green Hill this afternoon. Final score 61-52. They'll play the winner of Lebanon and Wilson Central, which is going on right now, in the championship next week. Jacob, that is the UC Sports Nation scoreboard. Back to you.
28-15 at the half here. We're back in 1 minute. Second half action on the way.
Time is money. And if your car's transmission is out of sorts, if your heating and cooling system is on the fritz, if your car will not start, it's costing you time. Pryor's Auto Spot gets it repaired. Work done right, on time. And that puts money back in your pocket. And Pryor's has tires to keep you running. No need to go anywhere else. Pryor's Auto Spot, 8410 Highway 111. Save time. Schedule your repair job at pryorsautospot.com. Getting your vehicle repaired. Pryor's.
It's game night, but sniffles are slowing your MVP. Your choice is First Choice Family Care. Dad doesn't feel like a pickup game. Your choice is First Choice Family Care, 864-3232. Mom's been benched all weekend. Your choice is First Choice Family Care. Taking care of your family team all year round. Primary care, preventative care, wellness. Your choice is First Choice Family Care. Walk-ins and appointments. Your choice is First Choice Family Care. Always accepting new patients.
Second half action about to get underway here from Livingston Academy. The Pickett County Bobcats on top at the break, 28-15, being led by Heath Wattenbarger's 10 points in this one. It's been all Bobcats from the get-go, led after the first quarter 14-15, 28-15. As it stands right now, the Bobcats will start out with the basketball here in the second half. They're going from left to right on your electronic device. Hunter Wattenbarger, top of the key, fakes on a three, throws it in the middle of the zone for Jacob Amonette. Gordonsville changing it up a little bit defensively as they didn't like what they had in the first half. Didn't have a lot of offense, though. Here's a three coming from Zach Amonette. That's off the mark and rebounded by Braden Holloman. David Driver pushes the pace up the left side. Stops short, bounces it down low, finds a cutting Dudney, but he was blocked by Heath Wattenbarger. Will Amonette will bring it up now for the Bobcats. Move it to Hunter on the wing, find Jacob Amonette in the corner. He drives in, floater with the right hand, short, rebounded by Heath, kicks it back out to Hunter on the top of the key. Heath has it now right block, backing down his defender. Throwing it out on the perimeter for Hunter Wattenbarger. Hunter getting some direction from Coach Amonette. Is going to throw it back out to Will. Will reset the offense with 6:57 remaining in the third quarter. Leading 28-15. Still no score in this second half. Here's Heath Wattenbarger in the high post on the left baseline. Kick it out. Skip pass over to Jacob Amonette. Down low Heath again. Wide open. Lays it up and in. He's just making good cuts, and his teammates have been finding him. He's got 12 points.
Yeah, the big man active in the paint. When the double comes or he sees an open lane, he's just going to it. Teammates finding him. Got a ton of assists into him tonight. He's being able to finish at the rim. Really nice job.
30-15. The Bobcats have doubled up the Tigers here in the second half with 6:20 to play. Here's Holloman, left side. Little runner with the right hand is good. Holloman's first 2 points of the ball game. Scored 13 the first time these two teams met and 11 the second time, but all of those came in the first half. Has not scored until that deuce right there.
Gordonsville's going to get back in this game. They got to figure out ways to get him involved more.
Here's Hunter Wattenbarger trying a triple. That one short, no good, and rebounded by Dudney for the Tigers. Lost it, and they're going to call a foul on the Bobcats. I believe they're going to get Zach Amonette with it. Looked like Zach just poked it from behind, but I think he got all forearm, and that's why he lost the basketball. So Zach going to be tagged with his third. It would have been an easy bucket for Hunter Wattenbarger as well. But Zach's going to be tagged with his third to start out this third quarter. 5:51 remaining here in the third. It's 30-17. Gordonsville with the basketball. Across half court, will move it to the left side. Now looks right side in the hands of Grisham. Drives right baseline, pulls it back out to Ducray. Little floater from 10 feet, no good. And rebounded by Heath Wattenbarger. Will Laminette will clear it away for Pickett County. Up the right side. Moves it into the hands of Zach Amonette. Now we'll find Jacob on the right wing. A zone action here for Gordonsville. Looks like a 3-2. You don't see that too often. You got 3 players along the perimeter, 2 on the block down low, and it turns into a steal. Ducray comes up with it. Now Holloman out in front. No look pass down low to Ducray, and a foul's going to be called on the Bobcats. Jacob Amonette gets tagged with it. Ducray got deep on Jacob. Jacob a little bit shorter, wasn't able to absorb the contact and stay straight up. Kind of went into him with the body, going to be tagged with his second foul.
You know, Coach Bibb probably went in at halftime and said, hey, they're not hitting 3-point shots. They're getting all their buckets around the paint. Let's pack it back in, make them prove to us they're going to be able to knock that long-range ball down tonight. They forced a turnover right there. We'll see if they stay in it right here.
Ducray missed on the first attempt, but knocked down the second. He's got 5 points and makes it 30-18, so within 12 and within striking distance. Hunter Wattenbarger with the basketball for Pickett County. Reverse it on the right side for Jacob Amonette. Now top of the key, it goes into the hands of Will. Will looking right side, will give it back to Jacob, the freshman for Pickett County. Another skip pass, finds Jacob. 3-ball right side, in and out, no good. Still only 1 made 3 in this ball game so far for Pickett County. Tigers with the basketball now after the rebound. Ducray has it, moves it on the right side of the perimeter to Grisham. Finds Holloman cutting towards the free throw line. Back cut by Grisham, puts up a shot, and good off the window. Ryder Grisham into double figures with 11. That makes it a 10-point game, 30-20.
We talked about it pregame. You know, they got a lot of grit and a lot of determination over there in Gordonsville. Got a lot of athletes, not necessarily a lot of high-level basketball players, but just a lot of gritty, determined kids. They want to stick around in this game. 10-point ball game, Jacob. 4:22 to go here in the third.
Timeout taken by Pickett County. We'll take it with them. Back in a minute.
Getting sick.
Is there anything worse?
When it happens, it's good to know neighbors are right there to help you.
Byrdstown Medical Center. Local people started it.
So neighbors and friends would have a place focused on wellness.
So when you're not feeling your best, get the answers.
Byrdstown Medical Center, 864-3187.
864-3187. Call them when you're not feeling your best.
Most insurance is accepted.
Byrdstown Medical Center, the local way to stay well.
117 years of serving the Upper Cumberland. Not many businesses can say that. Union Bank can, and yet Union Bank keeps changing to meet the needs of today. Mobile banking, text banking, you pay bills, Union Bank makes your life easier. And when you want to dream a new home, a new business, new car, local people sit down with you to make it happen. Union Bank, Highway 111 Byrdstown, also Jamestown and Clark Range. Years of service, modern tools to be your bank. Union Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
4:15 remaining in the third quarter. Bobcats have the basketball after their first timeout taken of the ball game. They lead it by 10, 30-20. There's a shot fake from Hunter Wattenbarger. Will move it to the right side for Will Amonette. Moving left wing now for Jacob. The Bobcats moving the basketball well. Jacob gets to the middle of the lane and finds 2 points there. He's got 8 points now. He's played very well in this ball game.
Got 8 points, 6 assists, no rebounds yet, but man, he's playing at a high level tonight. I love the game he's got going on.
Gordonsville put on a little bit of a run. They now go back down by 12, but they've got the ball. Changed some things up defensively and tried to slow down Pickett County. It's worked so far. David Driver, back cut by Grisham, gets to the right baseline, bounces it out to Holloman. 3-ball from the corner, short no good, long rebound. Saved back in by Grisham. Holloman, a baseline jumper short again, this time rebounded by Zach Amonette. Pickett County fortunate to not give up any points that possession. Will Amonette will bring it up across the timeline. Move it left wing into the hands of Jacob. Will find Will, now Zach in the corner. Down low, Heath, bounce it off to Hunter, gets to the middle of the lane, and the floater is good with the right hand. He's got 7 points. The Bobcats really moving the basketball well offensively. They lead it again by 14, 34-20, and a turnover by the Tigers. Zach Amonette will bring it up on the top of the key. Goes past his initial defender, bounces it off. Looked like he had a layup. Instead, threw it to Hunter Wattenbarger. Hunter misses on his attempt, and he'll bring it back out along the perimeter. Give it off to Will at half court. Looked like Zach had a wide open layup.
Yeah, I thought he was going to take it to the rack. Decided he was going to dish it off last second.
Now Pickett County just going to slow it up a little bit. We saw him do this against Clay County, where they'll have somebody just kind of hold it out near half court for a few seconds, give their team a rest. Here's a turnover. Zach Amonette tried to force a pass inside to Heath Wattenbarger. Grisham falling to the court, passes it out. Pass is picked off by Hunter Wattenbarger, takes it to the basket, draws the contact, and he'll be at the line for two. That was a nice play, kind of came to a jump stop. He knew he had Ducray behind him, and Ducray's going to be tagged with the foul. And a timeout's going to be taken by Gordonsville. I believe they only have full timeouts left, so it's got to be a full one. 34-20, 2:11 to play in the third. The Bobcats lead it by 14. We're back in a minute.
Most insurance ads end at competitive rates, as if that's all that matters. As your local professional insurance agent, that's just where Kiesling Insurance begins. When it comes to insuring your home, your car, or your business, Kiesling Insurance offers you personalized service and advice, along with a choice of companies to fit your needs. And yes, competitive rates, too. When you need insurance, call them, or be sure and contact the team at Kiesling Insurance or visit them online at KieslingINS.com for details about life, home, auto, or business.
As Pickett County soars higher this year, so does Amonette Eagle Auction. When you need your property sold, there's not a better team to call. Amonette Eagle Auction has the knowledge, skills, and tools to get the most money for you and your family. Check out eagleauctions.com to find out more or to see information on upcoming auctions. You might find just what you're looking for. Thanks, Amonette Eagle Auctions. When you need to get it sold, call Amonette Eagle Auction. We soar higher.
Bobcats lead by 14, 34-20 with 2:11 to play here in the third quarter. The Tigers put on a little bit of a run to start off this third quarter, but the Bobcats were able to weather that. And now Hunter Wattenbarger has two freebies coming out of the timeout and misses on the first attempt. The foul was called on Ducray as Hunter was out in front after the steal. In transition, came to a jump stop, drew the contact, and goes 1 for 2 from the stripe. He's got 8 points now with 2:10 to play in the third quarter and a 15-point advantage again for Pickett County. There's a pass down low to Brody Sykes on the right block, trying to back down Hunter Wattenbarger. Goes up with the left hand, couldn't get it to go. Ball is loose out of bounds, and it's going to belong to Pickett County. So Pickett County, we've seen them slow down some games recently. This one started that way. Halftime score 28-15. Picked up a little bit to start off this third quarter, but seems like they're starting to play a little bit different brand of basketball.
Yeah, they're just being a little more methodical, just trying to burn some clock, sometimes it feels like.
Well, they turn the ball over there. Ryder Grisham gets out in front. He finds 2 points in the middle of the lane. He's got 13 now on the ball game and gets them within 13, 35-22. Will Amonette back cut Hunter Wattenbarger, trying to get it over to Heath on the right block, and it's turned over again. Back-to-back turnovers by Pickett County. They've had a lot of turnovers to start out this third quarter with 1:20 to play in the third. There's a pass down low to Ducray. Puts up the shot, couldn't get it to go, but he got fouled, and he'll be at the line for 2.
I'm not sure about that one, Jacob. Thought Heath was pretty straight up. The guy he's checking goes up, makes a move, try to get him up in the air. He didn't bite on it. Stayed pretty straight up. That's what Coach Amonette's saying right now. Officials saying, hey, he brought both arms down. I'm not sure about that one.
Ducray knocks down the first of 2 free throws. Heath picks up his third foul. It's the team's third here in the second half. Will Amonette comes out of the ball game for Eli Reagan.
Got an update down in Cookville, Jacob. White County leads Stone 35-30, 2:46 left to go in the third. Apparently had a wild third quarter down there, had a couple of technicals, one on the coach, one on the player, but Stone still sticking around. They trailed by 5, 2:45 to go.
I saw a foul count as well, 8-1 in favor of White County. 35-24, an 11-point advantage here for Pickett County after 2 good free throws by Ducray with 1 minute remaining in the third quarter. Zach Amonette dribbling on the Wildcat logo here at Livingston Academy, being guarded by Will Dudney. Has 5 seconds counting on him now and tries to space it out. He does. Now Zach gonna drive, put up a shot as he got tripped up. They didn't call it, and the Tigers have it going the other way. Ducray, middle of the lane, runs into Jacob Amonette, puts up a shot, couldn't get it to fall. Sykes gets the rebound. He gets fouled by Hunter Wattenbarger. So the Bobcats going to be tagged with the foul. Going to be on Hunter, and that's going to be Hunter's second foul. It's going to send Brody Sykes to the line for 2 free throws. First one on the way, and good for the freshman. His 3rd point of the ball game. 34 seconds remain here in the 3rd quarter, and Sykes is going to try to get this one within 9 points now.
Yeah, that's exactly where Coach Bibb wants to be. I feel like he feels like they can have single digits going into the fourth quarter. He's going to give his team a shot to be competitive, potentially pull this one out.
35-26. Pickett County does have a chance to try to get it back to a double-digit lead with 20 seconds remaining here in the 3rd. Hunter Wattenbarger just dribbling it out near half court on the near side in front of us as we're kind of up above in the bird's nest here at Livingston Academy. 10 seconds now on the clock. Hunter will start the offense. Jacob, handoff, Zach, 3-ball from the right wing is good. 3 seconds on the clock for the Tigers. Ducray all the way downtown. Oh my goodness, that was from 85 feet. It hit the back iron but could not fall. And Zach Amonette, the hero at the end of the 3rd. 38-26, the Bobcats lead by 12 as we head to the 4th.
When it comes to home improvements, functionality is king. The kitchen is the heart of every home, and it's usually the best place to invest your money. At People's Bank, our home improvement loan officers have the knowledge and experience to guide you through the loan process. Come by People's Bank and talk with us today. We'd love to hear all about your plans and dreams. People's Bank and Trust Company of Pickett County, investing in the future, one customer at a time. Equal housing lender, member FDIC.
Time is money, and if your car's transmission is out of sorts, if your heating and cooling system is on the fritz, if your car will not start, it's costing you time. Pryor's Auto Spot gets it repaired. Work done right, on time, and that puts money back in your pocket. And Pryor's has tires to keep you running. No need to go anywhere else. Pryor's Auto Spot, 8410 Highway 111. Save time. Schedule your repair job at pryorsautospot.com. Getting your vehicle repaired. Pryor's.
38-26, the Pickett County Bobcats lead the Gordonsville Tigers here in the 2nd game of District 7A. The first game went in favor of the number 1 seed Clay County Bulldogs, 81-47. Casey mentioned it at halftime, saying that game was a lot closer than the final score, and it was, at least for the first half. Red Boiling Springs actually had the lead after the first quarter. Clay County put on a little bit of a run in the 2nd quarter, but it was still close at halftime. And you mentioned it, they've got a couple of sophomores in Colton Copas and Chris Hackney who are pretty solid as Ducray gets 2 points to go down low to start off this 4th quarter.
Yeah, Coach Mullinex at RBS, he's got a couple of really nice pieces. Long term, I really like where RBS is going to be over the next couple of years for sure.
So that bucket for Gordonsville makes it a 10-point ball game, 38-28. Very low scoring in this one. The Pickett County Bobcats averaging 63 points a contest. However, over the last 5 games, they've only been averaging 44 points a game. They're at 38 right now. Hunter Wattenbarger with the basketball, looking down low to his brother Heath, and Heath gets reached over by Brody Sykes, and Sykes is going to be tagged with his first foul.
He's posting up hard down there. His brother saw him demanding the ball. He was able to get it to him. Defender just tried to come through him to get it. Not going to have it.
Zach Amonette gets to his spot. Thought he got bumped, but they didn't call it, and the Tigers clear it away. A chance to cut within 10. It's 38-28. They trail with 1 minute into this 4th quarter. Down low Ducray, make that Dudney, and Dudney finds 2 points, his first 2 of the ball game. Makes it 38-30. 6:53 remaining in the game. The winner of this game moves on to the District 7A championship. That's going to be a foul on Will Dudney, who just tried to push over Heath Wattenbarger. And Dudney, who is a football player and a very good one at that. He was the Region 4A co-defensive lineman of the year with Bryson Greer, who used to play for this Tigers basketball team. So Dudney has a big body down there, but you can't do that in basketball. He gets picked up with the foul.
Into 3 quarters, Jacob. White County leads Stone 38-34, headed to the 4th.
That's going to be a fun one to pay attention to as that 4th quarter goes on. Stone Memorial has knocked off White County twice already this season, but as we have seen, very hard to do it 3 times in a row. Hunter Wattenbarger in the middle of the lane for the Bobcats. Floater is good on a little turnaround action. He's got 10 points into double figures. And a 10-point advantage now for the Bobcats, 40-30. This is David Driver with the basketball on the left side for the Tigers, looking down low to Dudney. Good defense by Will Laminette to stay in front. That's been very long. It's been about 10 seconds. Holy cow, how'd they not call it? They reset it about 3 times for whatever reason and get away with not calling a 5-second call there. He'd have been dribbling for about 10. There's a pass down low to Brody Sykes on the right block. He lost the handle on it. It's loose on the ground and picked up by the Bobcats, and a foul is called on the Tigers as well, as it looked like it was Dudney who went sprawling on the floor. But Dudney going to be tagged with the foul as he kind of ripped down on the arm of Heath Wattenbarger going for the ball. Dudney picks up his 4th foul. It's the team's 4th here in the second half. It's 40-30. Bobcats lead it by 10 with 5:42 remaining in the 4th quarter. They've got the basketball. Will Laminette will bring it up the left side. Drifting towards the left baseline. Bounces it off to Hunter Wattenbarger. Oh, that's a bad call. Oh, my. Hunter Wattenbarger was just backing down his defender. Just gave him a little bit of a shiver, and I mean just a little bit. It was a flop and a half by the Tigers, and they called an offensive foul on Hunter.
Drama classes must be pretty good at Gordonsville, Jacob, because he sold that one.
It was right in front of the referee, too.
Yeah.
I don't know how he fell for it.
Yeah, I don't either.
40-30, 5:22 remaining here in the 4th, and the Tigers with the basketball. Kyle Adams with it here. We'll move it over to Driver right side. Tigers still just hanging around in this ball game, just haven't been able to string together back-to-back possessions to try to get back into it. Adams down low on the right block. Ducray, turnaround jumper is good, and they're within 8 again. That's the closest they've been in this ball game other than the first quarter. 40-32 now. Zach Amonette for Pickett County. Looking right side, down low, Hunter Wattenbarger on the right block, spins around, finds Jacob for a 3 try. They needed it, they got it, and a timeout taken by Pickett County. Jacob Amonette hits the second 3 of the ball game for the Bobcats and makes it 43-32. And the Bobcats are going to take a full timeout. Pickett County on top by 11, 4:40 remaining in the ball game.
Losing a loved one can be difficult, but you don't have to go through it alone. Brown Funeral Chapel stands beside you, answering your questions, creating a plan, helping you with the budget, taking care of the details. Brown Funeral Chapel stands beside you in some of the most difficult times of your life. Neighbors and friends ready to be there for you, to remember your loved one with caring and dignity. You don't have to shoulder it all. Brown Funeral Chapel stands beside you. Brown Funeral Chapel.
It's game night, but sniffles are slowing your MVP. Your choice is First Choice Family Care. Dad doesn't feel like a pickup game. Your choice is First Choice Family Care, 864-3232. Mom's been benched all weekend. Your choice is First Choice Family Care. Taking care of your family team all year round. Primary care, preventative care, wellness. Your choice is First Choice Family Care. Walk-ins and appointments. Your choice is First Choice Family Care. Always accepting new patients.
Pickett County will have 3 timeouts left, 1 full, 2 30s. After that full timeout taken, they lead it 43-32 with 4:33 remaining in the ball game. Tigers with the basketball. Grisham bounces off to Sykes. Sykes holding the ball above his head, will reverse it over to Driver left wing. Driver asking for a screen, will drive it to the right side, hand it off to Grisham. Comes off a curl screen, moves it into the hands of Adams. Top of the key pass for Sykes, will now move it to the right side for Donald Driver. Make that David Driver. Down low Driver, lays it up and in. That's his first 2 points of the ball game. Makes it 43-34. So Pickett County still on top by 9. Hunter Wattenbarger with the basketball here, and they're going to call an offensive foul on Pickett County, and they're going to get Will Amonette with it. I'm going to say Will Amonette was not set when he was trying to set a screen, and he was moving just a little bit, and they tag him with the foul.
Update down in Cookeville, Jacob. White County leads Stone 40-36. 5:18 to go in the fourth.
43-34 here with 3:50 to play in the fourth. Bobcats on top. Tigers with the basketball. High post entry pass to Dudney. Down low, Sykes got loose. Good pass, good finish. Sykes with 2 more. He's got 6. It's 43-36. Now a 7-point lead for the Bobcats, the closest the Tigers have been. Hunter Wattenbarger will bring it out towards half court. Hunter just dribbling on the near sideline, goes past his defender, skips it over to Will. And it looks like Pickett County's going to go 5 wide, just trying to waste some time here with 3:17 on the clock and a 7-point advantage. Jacob Amonette driving in, kicking it back out. Really trying to spread out this Gordonsville defense as they're into a man-to-man now. They have to be if Pickett County's just going to do this and try to waste some time. I always love when they yell for a walk when the pivot foot never even budges. You can move that other foot as much as you want to. You can jab, you can jump with it. That pivot foot doesn't move. It's never a travel. We got a foul call on the Tigers. And it's going to go on Brody Sykes.
Traveling violation is one of the hardest calls for the officials in basketball. These kids are so good and quick and fast. It's hard sometimes to see what really happened. It's one of the harder things to officiate in this game.
2:47 remaining in this ball game after the foul call. That's just the 15th foul on the Tigers. And Ducre is going to pick up the 16th foul now. That'll be his second. As they're going to start trying to extend this ball game. It's just the team's 6th. So the Bobcats will take it out again on the near sideline. After that, they'll have free throws. 2:43 to go in the ball game. It's a 7-point advantage for Pickett County. Zach Amonette with it. Bounce it over to Jacob left wing. Jacob will give it back to Zach out near half court. Over to Jacob again on the left side. 2 defenders come to him. He'll throw it over to Hunter on the right side. Has 3 defenders surveying him. Now we'll skip it all the way over to Jacob. Pickett County doing a really nice job moving the ball around, wasting time. And surprised the Tigers haven't tried to foul yet. 2:16 to play in the ball game. Pickett County's not even looking at the basket.
Yeah, look for Gordonsville to start coming with a double team. They're going to have to do something. Otherwise, Pickett County's just going to let the air out of this basketball game.
And David Driver just smacks Jacob Amonette on the shoulder to pick up the foul. Driver's going to pick up his first, and that's finally the team's 7th. And they let about a whole minute go off the clock there before they got him into the bonus. So it sends Jacob Amonette to the line, and Jacob, pretty darn good free throw shooter. Front end, good. Jacob's got 12 points in this ball game on top of all the assists he's racked up. Most of them have been to Heath Wattenbarger. Second free throw for Jacob, in and out, no good. 44-36, 2:03 remaining in the ball game. Tigers with the basketball, lost the handle, Driver gets it back. This is Grisham, will give it back to Driver again out near half court. Driver picks up his dribble, moves it to Grisham, high post pass to Dudney. Dudney trying to back his defender down, he traveled with it, they didn't call it. Right baseline for Ducre, turn around off the back iron, no good. Ball is loose on the ground, a tie up, and a jump ball is going to belong to Pickett County. That's the first jump ball we've had all game.
Yeah, not seen a tie-up held ball all game long. It's kind of unusual. Played pretty clean tonight.
Kyle Adams checks in for Will Dudney with 1:40 on the clock here. And got to think that means Kyle Adams is going for a foul no matter who's in front of him. Hunter Wattenbarger able to break the press of Gordonsville. They don't foul yet. He steps through the double team and passes it over to Will Amonette. Will drive left baseline now. He has 2 defenders in front of him, and that pass picked off by Sykes. Sykes will take it to the other end. Go up with a shot. No good. Rebounded by Pickett County. Zach Amonette's got it. Zach Amonette across the timeline. Throws it to Heath. Move it left wing for Will. Pickett County still just moving the ball around somehow. Gordonsville has not fouled yet. Jacob Amonette was going to have a wide open layup, and then they finally decide to foul him with 1:07 on the clock. That foul's going to be on Kyle Adams.
You mentioned it already, Jacob, but we've seen Jacob Amonette play a big game tonight. He's a big part of this win. 6 assists, double figures. He's going to try to knock down a couple free throws, extend this lead. just really impressed with his level of play tonight. You see why he's the freshman MVP of 7A tonight.
He had a very good season. It's continuing here in the district tournament. Not only was he the all-freshman team MVP, he was also a third-team all-district member. We've got a whistle, and they're going to bring a sub in as Tristan Wood was at the table. 2 good free throws from Jacob Amonette there, extends the lead to 10 with 66 seconds on the clock. 46-36, the Bobcats on top. Driver will bring it up the court here for Gordonsville. Comes across the timeline into the hands of Dudney. Dudney will find Wood, right wing, give it back to Dudney. They're trying to get it in the post. They need some shots, and quickly. Instead, it's going to be a travel, and Driver traveled with it. The Bobcats will get it going the other way. They were really trying to get a post entry pass. Down 10, you got to think you got to shoot the basketball no matter where you're at.
Yeah, you need points. You don't need passes around the perimeter for sure.
Now they're going to throw some full court pressure at Zach Amonette in the backcourt. He'll get it up to Hunter Wattenberger across the timeline. Have not fouled yet. Now they finally do with 42 seconds on the clock. That'll send Hunter Wattenberger to the free throw line.
Jacob, we got an update down in Sparta. Stone Memorial's taking the lead, 41-40 with 3 minutes, 40 seconds to go in the fourth.
Wow, that's a fun game. They've had a lot of fun games in that tournament. Both sides, boys and girls in District 7 3A, are just completely stacked 1 through 4.
Absolutely. That's probably one of the best 3A districts in the entire state. I anticipate some teams from that league will definitely make deep runs here in the postseason.
Hunter Wattenberger knocks down both free throws. Not only that, they've also got Page and Tullahoma on the other side in the region on the girls' side. Both of them, though, lost in their semifinals. Here's a 3 from Ducray at the other end for the Tigers. And a timeout is taken by Gordonsville. It's a full timeout, but we'll keep it right here with 35 seconds to play, 48-39. Going back to what I was saying about that 3A region, it's going to be fun because Page and Tullahoma now have to go to White County and Upperman.
Yeah, and that Page team is absolutely loaded. They've only lost 1 game headed into this afternoon, and now they take one on the chin. They're going to have to go on the road. That first round of region games will be an outstanding atmosphere. You can bet on it.
Well, not only that, Page and Tullahoma have to play each other in that consolation game, so somebody's going to have 2 losses going into the region tournament. Their seed's going to be really low, but that's going to set up for one of the dark horses as a lower seed.
Yeah, absolutely. You know, in Tennessee basketball, you can lose 1, 2, you can lose 3 games and still make it to the state tournament. And so, you know, that may be it. You may have a 4 seed that comes into that regional tournament that's able to make a deep run. It's really interesting. Trying to give enough teams, understand why it's done, trying to get enough teams into the postseason, give a lot of folks opportunities. But, yeah, that's going to be an absolutely loaded regional tournament, and some teams that are going to have to go on the road that probably thought they were going to be playing at home.
So 48-39 here, a 9-point advantage for Pickett County with 35 seconds to play after the timeout. We've got a whistle, and a foul is going to be called on the Tigers. I believe they're going to get Kyle Adams again. It'll send Will Amonette to the free throw line this time for a couple of freebies. If I didn't mention it before, Hunter did knock down both of his free throws, so he's got 12 points on the ball game now. Kyle Adams picks up his second foul. It's double bonus now for Will Amonette at the line with 33 seconds to play. First one is good. That's Will's first point of the ball game. He hasn't really done a whole lot. He hasn't had to. Jacob Amonette has really played in his spot, and Will's been on the court for most of the game.
Yeah, you know, hadn't scored, but he's a big part of this team. He's the floor general. Jacob probably would tell you he's learned a lot from his big brother this season, so just absolutely phenomenal leadership by Will.
Ducray airballs on a 3, and another foul is called on the Tigers. It's going to send Will Amonette to the line again for 2 free throws with 21.9 seconds to play in the fourth, and the Bobcats lead it by 10, 49-39.
Jacob Stone leads White County 43-40, minute and a half to go in the fourth quarter.
So that one coming down to the wire, as I think most people expected it to. I think the most unexpected one was the girls' championship game, which Upperman just ran away with. Will Amonette knocks down on the first freebie. Will try it again, and second one is good. That Upperman-White County girls game, another one of those situations where White County had taken down Upperman twice in the season. Bucket at the other end for the Tigers. as it was David Driver with his 4th point of the ball game, but that's going to be a little too much, a little too late. And the Bobcats going to walk out here with a 10-point win. 51-41 going to be the final score in this one, and the Pickett County Bobcats are going to have a chance for a District 7A title as they'll take on Clay County for the 3rd time this season. Final score, 51-41. Pickett County moves into the championship game Tuesday night. We'll take a break, come back, and break it down for you.
Since 2007, Dale Hollow Exxon has been serving this community. That's a lot of buzzer beaters and great wins. Jason Meadows and the team at Dale Hollow Exxon love the Bobcats and are proud to support the team. On your way to the next game, swing in for a fill-up. Sandwiches, fresh baked goods, and delicious pizza for every Bobcat fan on your team. And of course, Synergy Supreme Gas from Exxon to keep your car running with the speed of the Bobcats. Dale Hollow Exxon. Refuel after every game at Dale Hollow Exxon.
When your day-to-day work causes pain, when your daily exercise stops you cold, when picking up the groceries or your grandchild makes you ache, call Milestone. Milestone Physical Therapy improves lives. Milestone builds futures by finding the source of your pain. It's not about covering up the aches, it's about getting rid of them. Call 864-8090 for an appointment. 864-8090. Orthopedic care that improves your life. With over 20 years' experience, see Laura Reagan at Milestone Physical Therapy.
Welcome into the Union Bank post-game report. Final score in this one, 51-41. The Bobcats win their 20th game of the season, and they move on into the District 7A championship game where they will play Clay County on Tuesday. Casey, it was a pretty clean game in the first half. Gordonsville changed some things up defensively in the second half, but Bobcats were able to weather that and able to get the job done.
Yeah, we said it early in the pregame, Jacob. This Pickett County team, they've got a veteran ball club. They got a lot of seniors. They came out tonight, knew what they had to do to take care of business. Thought they were super unselfish with the basketball, especially in the first half. It led to a lot of easy buckets around the hoop for Heath Wattenbarger. I thought Jacob Amonette probably played his best game of the season tonight. I think he probably led the team in scoring, led the team in assists, hit a big 3 right there in the 4th quarter when they cut it to 7, so he extended the lead back out. Just a really gutty win tonight for the Bobcats. Hey, it's really going to be another big game against Clay County come next week. This Bobcat team, they're going to try to do what we've talked about all night. They're going to try to prevent another team from sweeping them, from going 3-0. So good win tonight. They look good coming off that 2-week layoff, able to, in the 4th quarter, just to really take the air out of the basketball, milk the clock. Really good win for Pickett County. Gordonsville, hey, really scrappy effort for them tonight. They're a well-coached ball club. Coach Greg Bibb, he's gritty, he's scrappy, and he's tough, and his team showed it tonight. Hung around, just could not figure out how to make some plays there in the 4th quarter. They cut it to 7. Ultimately, Pickett County just made a few more plays than they did down the stretch. Excellent win tonight for Pickett County. I'm looking forward to a great finals come Tuesday night.
The consolation game is going to be pretty fun as well between Red Boiling Springs and Gordonsville, I think. Final score in this one, 51-41. Let's go through the scores for the Gordonsville Tigers. They were led by Austin Ducray with 14 points, 13 for Ryder Grisham, 6 for Brody Sykes, 4 for David Driver. Will Dudney and Braden Halliman each had 2 points. On the other side, for the Pickett County Bobcats, had 3 players in double figures, and they only scored 51 points. 14 for Jacob Amonette. Heath and Hunter both had 12. 8 for Zach Amonette, 3 for Will Amonette, and 2 for Eli Reagan. Final score in this one, 51-41. We'll take a break. When we come back, we'll go around UC Sports Nation, and we'll have a final score, hopefully, in the Stone Memorial White County game.
Pickett County Bobcats basketball. Today's game sponsored by Byrdstown Medical Center, the local way to stay well. Local experts taking care of local people. Byrdstown Medical Center, Brown's Funeral Chapel. Brown's stands beside you at those difficult moments of life. Count on Brown's Funeral Chapel. By Union Bank, serving Byrdstown, Jamestown, and Clark Range. More than 117 yards of serving the neighbors of our hometown. Member FDIC, and by Milestone Physical Therapy, orthopedic care that improves your life. Call 864-8090 for an appointment. Milestone.
117 years of serving the Upper Cumberland. Not many businesses can say that. Union Bank can, and yet Union Bank keeps changing to meet the needs of today. Mobile banking, text banking, you pay bills, Union Bank makes your life easier. And when you want to dream a new home, a new business, new car, local people sit down with you to make it happen. Union Bank, Highway 111 Birdstown, also Jamestown and Clark Range. Years of service, modern tools to be your bank. Union Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender. As Pickett County soars higher this year, so does Amonette Eagle Auction. When you need your property sold, there's not a better team to call. Amonette Eagle Auction has the knowledge, skills, and tools to get the most money for you and your family. Check out eagleauctions.com to find out more or to see information on upcoming auctions. You might find just what you're looking for. Thanks, Amonette Eagle Auctions. When you need to get it sold, call Amonette Eagle Auction. We soar higher.
Losing a loved one can be difficult, but you don't have to go through it alone. Brown Funeral Chapel stands beside you, answering your questions, creating a plan, helping you with the budget, taking care of the details. Brown Funeral Chapel stands beside you in some of the most difficult times of your life. Neighbors and friends ready to be there for you, to remember your loved one with caring and dignity. You don't have to shoulder it all. Brown Funeral Chapel stands beside you. Brown Funeral Chapel.
It's game night, but sniffles are slowing your MVP. Your choice is First Choice Family Care. Dad doesn't feel like a pickup game. Your choice is First Choice Family Care, 864-3232. Mom's been benched all weekend. Your choice is First Choice Family Care. Taking care of your family team all year round. Primary care, preventative care, wellness. Your choice is First Choice Family Care. Walk-ins and appointments. Your choice is First Choice Family Care. Always accepting new patients.
Now, the Union Bank Postgame Report. Proud to serve Birdstown with modern tools to make banking easier. Union Bank.
Pickett County Bobcats victorious in the District 7A semifinal, 51-41. They'll play Clay County on Tuesday at 7:30 for the District 7A championship game on the boys' side. We've got finals, though, and District 7 3A came all the way down to the wire. Casey, what do we got?
Yeah, we'll save it for last, Jacob. What an outstanding night of basketball. It's my favorite season of the year, tournament basketball. Basketball's a tournament sport. Anything can happen in the tournament. We're going to run through the scores on the UC Sports Nation final scoreboard update of the evening. District 7, we'll start girls. District 7 3A consolation game. Livingston Academy, the Lady Wildcats, take down Cumberland County, the #1 seed in that consolation game. Final score, Livingston Academy 47, Cumberland County 39. In the championship game, the Upperman Lady Bees and Dana McWilliams, the 4 seed in that tournament, Jacob, take down the White County Warriorettes. Final score, 52-34, Brooklyn Crouch, the MVP of the tournament. District 9 4A, Coach Jamie Gillis and her Cookeville Lady Cavaliers continue to roll. Put it on Mount Juliet this afternoon. Final score, Lady Cav 70, Mount Juliet 32. Jacob, they'll face off in the finals versus Green Hill, who upset Lebanon this afternoon. Final score, Green Hill 46, Lebanon 42. Over on the boys' side, the 7 3A consolation game down in Cookeville at the Hooper Eblen Center. Livingston Academy, the Wildcats, with a 2-point win over Cumberland County. Final score, 68-66. District 7A, the semifinals. Clay County earlier this afternoon took down Red Bowling Springs. Final score, 81-47. Right here, the UC Sports Nation game. Pickett County, the #2 seed, takes down Gordonsville, the #3 seed. Final score, Pickett County 51, Gordonsville 41. District 9 4A, Cookeville, the Cavaliers and Coach Josh Hurd take down Green Hill this afternoon. Final score, 61-52. They'll face off against the winner of Lebanon and Wilson Central. Still waiting on that score. And then back to 7 3A, Jacob. Sparta, White County, they trailed 45-44. They called a timeout with 5 seconds left. They had the ball in front court. They got it into their freshman, Trip Pinion, who goes one-on-one down the lane with a bucket at the buzzer. White County upset Stone Memorial tonight. Final score 46-45. Outstanding job, White County Warriors. Jacob, that's the UC Sports Nation scoreboard. Back to you.
Got to think you're pretty excited about that one, being the alumnus of Sparta. So congratulations to Sparta, to Upperman in District 7-3A on the boys and the girls side. For us, Pickett County Bobcats are moving on to the championship. And the girls, well, we'll let you know about that coming up after this break, as that'll be our final break here in the Union Bank postgame report.
Bobcats basketball continues. This is the Union Bank postgame report. Union Bank, Byrdstown, Jamestown, Clark Range. Member FDIC.
117 years of serving the Upper Cumberland. Not many businesses can say that. Union Bank can, and yet Union Bank keeps changing to meet the needs of today. Mobile banking, text banking, you pay bills, Union Bank makes your life easier. And when you want to dream a new home, a new business, new car, local people sit down with you to make it happen. Union Bank, Highway 111 Byrdstown, also Jamestown and Clark Range. Years of service, modern tools to be your bank. Union Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Most insurance ads end at competitive rates, as if that's all that matters. As your local professional insurance agent, that's just where Kiesling Insurance begins. When it comes to insuring your home, your car, or your business, Kiesling Insurance offers you personalized service and advice, along with a choice of companies to fit your needs. And yes, competitive rates too. When you need insurance, call them, or be sure and contact the team at Kiesling Insurance or visit them online at KieslingINS.com for details about life, home, auto, or business.
When your day-to-day work causes pain, when your daily exercise stops you cold, when picking up the groceries or your grandchild makes you ache, call Milestone. Milestone Physical Therapy improves lives. Milestone builds futures by finding the source of your pain. It's not about covering up the aches, it's about getting rid of them. Call 864-8090 for an appointment. 864-8090. Orthopedic care that improves your life. With over 20 years' experience, see Laura Reagan at Milestone Physical Therapy.
Going to the doctor regularly. It's not your favorite thing in the world, but it is the key to staying healthy. So schedule an annual physical with Byrdstown Medical Center. 864-3187. A lot can change in a year. Better to fix it than wonder, right? 864-3187. Byrdstown Medical Center was started by local people to take care of neighbors and friends, like you. Schedule your wellness exam now. Most insurance is accepted. Byrdstown Medical Center, the local way to stay well.
Back here for the final time of the Union Bank postgame report. Pickett County wins it 51-41. They move on into the championship to take on Clay County for the third time this season. That'll be on Tuesday at 7:30. We'll have coverage starting around 7:15, probably a little bit after that, as Gordonsville and Red Boiling Springs will be playing in the consolation game at 6 o'clock. So we'll have coverage after that one. That is on Tuesday. Coming up on Monday, though, the Pickett County Lady Bobcats going to try to get some revenge from their district semifinal loss. They will take on Gordonsville in that consolation game, the 5 seed on the girls' side. That'll be at 6 o'clock, and we will start at 5:45 with the pregame for that one. KC Pickett County Lady Bobcats just didn't look themselves after the layoff last night. Now they get a little bit shorter of a turnaround, just 2 days to get ready for Monday.
Yeah, honestly, Jacob, just felt like they got outworked a little bit last night. Didn't get any 50-50 balls. Just felt a little bit out of sorts. I'm sure Coach Smith saw some of that as well. You can bet he's going to have them working on that, whether it's at practice today, tomorrow, or at the shoot-around on Monday. Just didn't see the determination and some of the grit that we have from them. So I'm sure that he'll have them coached up. They'll come out passionate and with energy and ready to compete against Gordonsville on Monday night for sure.
We'll have coverage of that game starting at 5:45 on Monday right here on UC Sports Nation and on our YouTube channel at Stonecom Radio. Well, that's going to do it for us here from Livingston Academy. We'll be back on Monday. We appreciate all of you tuning in here and listening to us for the District 7A semifinals yesterday and today. We look forward to talking to you again on Monday. For Casey Bolden, I'm Jacob Vincent saying so long until Monday.
Automotive, electrical, building construction.
Where does your son or daughter want to be?
Cosmetology.
Does your graduate want a career?
Diesel technology.
Good
EMT,
money without bad debt?
HVAC technology.
The Tennessee College of Applied Technology
Industrial maintenance.
can deliver a career in a year,
Information
a
technology
future
tools, nursing,
in the career field your
medical
son or
assistant,
daughter
pharmacy
wants.
tech, power
And
line
often,
technology,
it can be
transportation and
free.
distribution,
Visit tcatlivingston.edu.
This is Emily Gibson, your Twin Lakes Security Sales Consultant. The holiday delivery season is here. Know what's happening with Santa or the services that don't use reindeer with a high-definition camera system from Twin Lakes Security. With Twin Lakes, you can monitor deliveries in real time to ensure that your packages are safe and secure. Give me a call to talk about protecting your holiday deliveries and more at 931-528-2005 or visit us online at twinlakes.net.
T insert number C-0026.